The Jaguar will be getting an infusion of new blood this fall in the form of top-notch fighting games. From Beyond Games comes Ultra Vortex, one of the most talked about fighters for the Jag. Beyond Games started out 3 years ago, with their first release being the critically praised Battle Wheels for Atari's Lynx portable system. Now, developing for the Jaguar and 3DO, Beyond Games are interested in making 3D simulations and action games that take full advantage of the Jaguar's increased power. Fighting games don't really need a premise, but you'll get one anyway. The Guardian of the Vortex, a sinister, all-powerful entity, has been watching over Earth's warriors since the dawn of time. He's finally fed up with our progress as a warrior race. The year is 2152, and the Guardian announces that this test will be the Earth's last. If we cannot produce a warrior to defeat him in battle, he will destroy the entire planet. As Attila the Hun once said, violence is justified if it's in the service of mankind. The 10 characters in Ultra Vortex reflect the game's post-apocalyptic sci-fi setting. The fighters are separated into 3 classes. The meat hackers are of human descent and have unaltered DNA. The power shifters are mutants, with the ability to alter their cellular structures. The Society of Machines, Androids, and Cyborgs, or SMAC for short, are formerly mass-produced worker robots who have gained the powers of artificial intelligence and self-determination. One of the meat hackers, Dreadlock, is a nasty opponent to come up against, but a lot of fun to play. He doesn't rely on energy bolts or other tricks of that sort. His staff is his weapon, and it's more brutal and deadly than any yoga fire. His staff fighting technique also gives him the longest reach of any character in the game, making him one tough character to get a hold of and pummel. Representing the power shifters is Volcana. She has a genetic mastery of fire and can burn an opponent's face off from across the screen. In addition to the regular assortment of punches, kicks, and throws, Volcana can throw powerful fireballs, jump forward and change into a spinning ball of fire, and perform other hot tricks. Rumors of her being romantically linked with Sub-Zero have been greatly exaggerated. On hand to represent the interests of the SMAC is Buzzsaw. This robot was originally built for felling large trees, but it has found its endowments equally effective against living organisms. It slices, dices, chops, mashes, bashes, whips, purees, fillets, mauls, mangles, and generally makes things messy. To complement the unique characters, UV will feature at least 8 stunning backgrounds. Described as H.R. Geiger steps into the computer age, these backgrounds feature huge objects formed from living rock and are simply stunning to behold. All the backgrounds will be animated, and they will all include some sort of character interaction. Fans of Tempest 2000 already know that the Jaguar is capable of producing great music even without the CD player, and Ultra Vortex will remind everyone of this. The game will feature a theme song for each fighter and each location. The industrial techno hardcore rap grunge soundtrack will be presented in 6-channel audio and will feature real sampled instruments. Controlling UV is a simple affair. 4 buttons are used, one each for punches, kicks, special moves and combos, and power-ups. Blocking is accomplished by holding the directional pad away from the opponent. The Jaguar doesn't really need a 6-button stick yet, but I think the time will arrive before too long. Not to worry, that's what Thrustmaster is for. The smooth scrolling and sheer speed of Ultra Vortex should be enough to satisfy any adrenaline-filled turbo junkie. The backgrounds and characters are very smoothly animated, and they respond quickly to the controls, even though there is only 3 months' work in the project so far. The speed and fluid motion of the characters rival that of the arcade version of Mortal Kombat 2. Ultra Vortex will have the required regimen of projectiles, teleports, grabs, grapples, throws, jumps, punches, kicks, head dives, and morphs found in the most popular fighting games, as well as the special moves of each character. Of course, there will also be lots of blood and gore, and some shocking fatalities. For concerned parents, a lockout code is provided to make this card a kinder, gentler game for young children whose taste for blood hasn't developed yet. Although it's still quite early in production, Ultra Vortex looks like a prime reason to get off your butt and get a Jaguar. This fighting game looks and sounds great, and is fast, brutal, and intense. The backgrounds are amazing, and the characters are unique and interesting in a genre that is quick to repeat itself. Ultra Vortex is scheduled for release in November, and until then we'll keep you informed of any new characters and other developments the folks at Beyond Games are willing to talk about.